What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks. We are back with another Reaction Wednesday for you. Before we jump into it, do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. The goal is 400 subs by the end of February. A big goal, some size, but my eyes are on the prize and I cannot do it without your help. So I appreciate that. Okay, today we are going to be reacting to Kendra G. Now, Kendra G, I just started recently watching some of her content, and I kind of like it. It's interesting. They call her the female Kevin Samuels. She does something similar to him. She talks to women. She talks to men too. I thought she only talks to women, but she talks to men too. Dating stuff and to see what they're interested in. And some of these people, just like the people you see on Kevin Samuels, you're just like, wow. But I thought this one was interesting. This one is called 35-Year-Old Woman Says a Lot of Men Don't Want to Date Her Because She Wears Her Hair Bald. Long title, but interesting video. So let's get right into it.
Lola, where you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Canada.
Canada in the building. What part of Canada?
West Coast, Vancouver.
West Coast, Vancouver. How old are you, Lola?
I'm 35.
35. So beautiful. You have any kids?
I do not have any kids.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I work in the hospitality industry. I'm a manager.
Okay, hospitality. And when's your birthday?
March 11th, 1986. I'm a Pisces.
Pisces. All right. This is Lola in Canada. West Coast, you said Vancouver, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, 35, no kids, works in the hospitality industry, is a manager, and is a Pisces. Let's get to it, boo. What kind of man you looking for?
A spiritual man. A man who is connected to God, connected to spirit. A man who isn't afraid to speak, to communicate. Someone who uses their words, with thought, not just, aggressively or regurgitate kind of thing. A man who is family oriented. Someone who's funny, because, I'm a bit wild. Someone who can take a woman with no hair. I'm going to be real with you. Not a lot of men out here are comfortable with the fact that I don't have hair. They agree that I'm beautiful, but they cannot accept that I don't have hair. And it's become a question of, when are you going to grow your hair back? Or why did you cut your hair? Which it's fair to ask, but I've been in situations where men, later down the line are just like, look, this is not for me. Yeah. So I need someone who's strong enough within their own masculinity and understands that I'm a very feminine woman too, that this is just an outer experience, this is an outer image, and what's on the inside is who I am. I'm very caring, very passionate about the people who I have in my life. And I just want someone to recognize that, we all come as whole, but, together we can work together kind of thing. But you need to come whole. I'm going to come whole. Communication, I think, is the most important one.
Wow.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause that real quick. To comment on what she said about how men react to her and her hair situation. She is very pretty. I think she's a pretty woman. I think she has a very pretty face. I mean, some women, they pull off the no hair look. They do. I think this chick's pulling it off, like Amber Rose back in the day, thought she was so pretty with the hair. Now she got that freaking tattoo on her forehead, and that just but I think I could easily see though a lot of men being like, I don't really want to date a bald chick. I'm sure some guys would be worried about what people would say about that, or how people would look at them, or they might assume things about them. I don't see a problem with it. If the woman looks good and that look fits her, there's some women with really short cuts, gorgeous. I think are pretty as hell. That's just me personally. A lot of guys though, they want their girl to have long hair, or at least some hair. There's some guys who definitely would not deal with this. They would not accept it. Even if they did find her attractive, they might not date her seriously because they're like, bro, I'm not going to date a bald chick. And, it just is what it is. It just, truthfully, it comes down to preference. It comes down to preference. So some people will like it and some won't. And that's just how life is. But let's continue.
I want to stay on the hair thing only because you brought it up. I think you're so beautiful, and not everyone could pull that look off, right? I really
Thank
love the
you.
women that faces are just like Amber Rose is a person to me that I like her better bald head.
Same
You
here,
know,
yeah.
like her face is just so beautiful. You have one of those faces where you can rock that, right? So you said that men, and it's interesting because we get men on this show that always say they want a girl with no, not always, but some have said no weave, and I respect it. Whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want, baby boy, that's what you should ask for. So when you tell me that there's
Yeah.
men who don't want to date you because you don't have that, it's like, well, fellas, what do y'all want? On
I
one end,
know.
y'all don't want a girl with a wig, and then she
And I've
has,
had
what's the situation?
I've had men tell me like my one of my hard non-negotiables is smoking cigarettes. Like it's a hard non-negotiable. And some men have been like, but I could stop smoking whenever I want. And I'm like, yeah,
That's
but
not true.
see, smoking cigarettes causes cancer. Me not having hair doesn't cause cancer. So like I'm looking out for your health. You're looking out for an outer acceptance, like an ego thing. You know what I mean? So it just kind of like even understanding that level of how a woman feels, how a woman is to be treated, that, we are more than just our outer exterior. You don't know why I cut my hair. Before you ask me, grow your hair back, like find out what made me cut my hair, what choice did I have to cut my hair. Just kind of get to know me.
Do you share
And
that, or is that like your own personal story?
I share it. I mean, my mom's a hairdresser, so for many, many years, she just kind of, played around with my hair. And at one point, I was just kind of like, let me just cut it straight, grow back natural, and enjoy the freedom of just being, the afro, the kinks. And I kind of just fell in love with this look. And I've been cutting it for 10 years. So it's a choice that I've made kind of permanently. Every once in a while, I will grow it back to see if I'm ready to head into another phase of my life. But I just don't feel that for me personally right now, I'm not finished in this phase of my bald life. I'm still enjoying experimenting and seeing what parts of me grow out of being bald because, it changes. Some days, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'm looking myself in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not as beautiful as some people think, and that it's because society and the expectations to find a husband and all that kind of stuff. But through, again, spiritual healing, understanding of myself, and understanding of other people and the perspective and listening to other people, I kind of get where people come to me with their questions. And I have to sit back and think about it and be like, okay, you're trying to learn. You may not have asked the question in the most respectful way, but I appreciate it. And together we can discuss and figure out how it goes.
Okay, all right. So let's keep it moving because you are
Go.
now.
Hold up. I just want to say something. Listening to her speak, I I get what she's saying. I get exactly what she's saying. Um, this is a look that she likes. This is a look that she's taken on, and it's become a part of her. And she doesn't want to change that to appease a partner. And I get that. There's things, I have things about me that I got going on. I have tattoos and piercings and crazy hair and stuff like that. But I'm not going to change who I am to attract a wider pool of women. Uh, I'm gonna find someone who finds me attractive in the style that I'm in. And I think that she can easily find someone that finds her attractive and will accept that and accept her. And that's how she is. Because if you go into a situation like this, like if a guy did choose to date her, he went into this knowing that she doesn't have any hair. So he already off the gate has accepted that. All right. It's not like he dated her and she had luscious locks and then she shaved her head out of nowhere and you're like, oh my God, that's a whole different thing. But going into it, he can, if he's accepting that, cool. I definitely don't think you need to necessarily change everything about. If you like something about yourself and that's a part of your identity, is something you feel passionately about, then I believe you should go ahead and do that. And certain people are going to accept you and certain people aren't. And you just got to live with that. There's a lot of people who don't like the way I look and some of the things I got going on. And that's fine. But let's continue.
Got your hair. So So would you date a guy with kids?
Maybe one or two kids,
One or two kids? Do you
you
want
know?
kids yourself?
That question is based on financial stability. You know, at 35, financial stability is one of the reasons why I would have a kid. So I do believe as a woman, I love my uterus, I love my womb, I love the gift that God has given me to provide life. But the person I have a child with has to be a good person because, knock on wood, if we don't make it, I need to know that you're going to raise a king or a queen, you know, together. We can understand that our responsibility as a child and not sit and bicker over one another and who you date and why you didn't pick up the phone and X, Y, and Z. So I
Okay.
am
And
willing to
then
have a child.
do they have to be in Canada?
No, not necessarily. No, I've traveled to and from New York, Los Angeles, Miami, worldwide. I have no problem.
Okay, okay. When was your last relationship, Lola?
About 4 years ago. That's kind
Why
of
did
why
it why did it end?
I moved to Vancouver to be with my boyfriend. He moved out here for work, and I followed. And I just feel like it just didn't work out. Maybe he had spent time here and found his own way, and then when I got here, he was already set in his ways, and maybe me catching up, or I don't know, but it just didn't work out, and it's perfectly fine. I just think also, I think communication, and he was a bit more promiscuous than I would
Mm.
have appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
girl.
Okay. So you said where did you live before you lived in Canada?
Montreal.
So you moved to his location and then when you got there it didn't work out?
Yeah, it fizzled.
Aw. All right, well let's
Yeah.
move forward. Does the guy have to be in Canada now that you want to date?
No, he doesn't have to be.
No.
No. He has to have
Okay.
a passport,
What's
though. That'd be nice.
you gotta have a passport. What's the age range?
I like older men, so I'm 35, someone 35 to 45.
35
I,
to 45?
yeah.
Okay, 35 to 45. All right, this is Lola in Canada. West Cougar. Am I saying it right?
Vancouver, West Coast Vancouver. But I
Oh,
like the
West
way
She
you
Coast.
very
said it,
West,
West
that's what
familiar
it
with
was. I was
Canada.
Coast.
like,
That's so
I was
sick.
like, West Cougar. West Coast, Vancouver. I knew I wrote something. 35, no kids. You do want kids though. The guy can
I
have two
do.
kids. Okay,
If
tops.
he has kids, it's cool.
All right, he can have kids. That's cool. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, girlfriend. Give them your Instagram name.
Layer the love on.
A
That's my
layer the
Instagram.
love on.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
All
can
right,
find me
layer
there.
the
Hmm.
love on. All right, Lola. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you. I didn't even think I'd be on. Like, I followed you last week and only watched one of your videos today and then requested today and to be on your show so quick.
Girl, that
I,
doesn't happen. People be cussing me out, sending me DMs. I've been trying to get on your show for months,
All right,
and you
y'all.
ain't hit me.
Cut
It's
that
literally
there.
the love.
Ah, that was interesting. You know, the Kendra, she's got an interesting little thing going on here. I think it's just like an Instagram live thing. Like I said, similar. A lot of people compare her to Kevin Samuels. Obviously, she's not as harsh as abrasive. You know, she's pretty calm. She asks pretty simple, basic questions. She doesn't dive too deep in. Um, you know, it's something interesting, something fun. You know, something if you're just chilling at home and you're on Instagram Live or whatever, checking out. Definitely be an interesting watch. I thought this chick was pretty cool. She seemed like she has a good head on her shoulder. Seems like a decent person. You know, I don't know. It seems a lot better than some of the chicks that be on some of these other live shows. I'll be like, oh my lord, where do you find these people? But this chick seemed all right. You know, hey, I hope she finds what she's looking for. I'm sure she'll find someone eventually. You know, Canada, I don't know what the dating scene is like up there, or the market, but I'm sure it's probably a little bit different than America. But you know, I don't know. She might have a little better luck in the States. You know, probably more guys that fit her flavor. But guys, I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel for more content and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Help me hit my goal. I'm gonna throw the social medias right here. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And I will be back on Friday with some advice.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank. to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my post, the same now.